Peace, family. This is Nazir Sadiria, and I wanted to come to you all live and just chat with you for a little bit. I've been under the weather, and so I am first day really out back to work, got my faculties together, and when you are sick, you have a lot of time to meditate and to uh, do inner work and to really get your thoughts and voice together, if not externally, internally. But I want to come to you all today, especially you sisters, actually, the sisters. There's been a lot of brothers that have been putting up posts lately that have been really talking to our brothers and really getting on their case about them stepping up, being better men, better kings, better gods to the women out there. There's been a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of physical abuse, a lot of mental abuse that these brothers have been displaying to a lot of women lately. It's always been the case, but what's been happening is a lot of sisters have been going to other brothers for help, and these men aren't wanting to step up, apparently. And so the brothers have been getting on their case about, hey, you need to be a better man to these women. And I see a lot. I have a couple of close brothers that are the ones that are receiving the phone calls from these sisters screaming out for help. Hey, this brother did this. Can you help me with this? Hey, this brother kicked me out. I don't have a place to stay. This brother, he cheated on me and said he wouldn't do it again. And now, he left me with the rent and I can't pay the rent. He's been verbally abusive, physically abusive. He's a pillar in the community, but behind closed doors, he's doing this and this. And it's been a lot of brothers good brothers that these sisters have confided in and brought so that the community can help her take action. And I want to first shout out to the brothers that have been those support systems for these sisters. I want to thank you for stepping up and being the gentlemen and the kings that you are, and for coming to their aid and assistance. And I want to appreciate and I hope that there are more men that will continue to step up and be an example and continue this process for women who really need the help and the support. Now, with that being said, some of the phone calls that have been received, I had to really think about it, and I had to really come to you women and talk to you all, because I have to get this off my chest. A lot of women are crying out for help over issues that are continual issues with the men in their lives. Your men beat you. Your men are verbally abusive. Your men continuously cheat on you. Your men won't get a job. Your men won't come home. They're not taking care of their responsibilities with the children. All of these things are things that they are continuously doing. And then you call out and you cry out for help. What I realized is there's a pattern of women out there that are not being goddesses. You want your man to be a king. You want your man to be a god. You want your man to be protective. You want your man to be supportive. But you are choosing men who do not have those characteristics. You are choosing men from the very beginning who already had kids that didn't take care of his original kids, and then you get with him and he's not taking care of your kids or the kids that you had with him, and you wonder why. You're getting with men who, have a record of domestic abuse, and then you get with them and you're wondering why they beat you. You're getting with men who from the first date gave you red flags, and then you move in with them and you wonder why these red flags, why he's acting the way he's acting. So I'm not blaming you for choosing being with a toxic man. I'm blaming you for choosing a toxic man and then wondering why he's toxic. See, the problem is we as women are the original creators. And we have to really understand that we are choosing men that are not at the level to be dealing with women who are creators. So what you're doing is, a lot of times we as women are settling for men who who have potential. He has potential to get it together. He has potential to be a good father. He has potential to get a job. He has potential to do this. And what happens is there's two frequencies, your frequency and his frequency. The Ankh is all about balancing the frequency. So if you are higher, you're either going to help him raise his vibration or he's going to lower your vibration. And what we're choosing to do a lot of times as women is lower our vibration. So you have these women who have these amazing careers, these amazing talents, these amazing gifts, and you're lowering your vibration to be with someone who is already toxic, who already has issues, and that comes along with your issues, and now you guys are being pulled down to the lower frequency instead of you elevating up the frequency. The problem is, a lot of times we as women, we just have to say no. We have to say, I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to be with anybody like that. I'd rather choose me and be by myself and do inner work than to deal with somebody who's going to lower my frequency. Because what that does is it lowers your frequency for you, your children, your family, those that choose to be around you in your circle, and it continues to keep the cycle low for that brother. And you're not calling him higher. So yes, it is the brother's fault for not stepping up and being who they need to be for the goddesses. But the goddesses have to choose men who are worthy of being gods. You can't be with somebody and not expect your frequency to get lowered. And then you go for help, and then you get back in the same situation, lower your frequency. Then you go get help, and you get back in the same toxic situation, lower your frequency. We have to choose to be the creators that we are and say, no, yeah, I know there's not that many. Everybody says, oh, for every 6 women, there's one man to every 6 women, and it may be more or less, I don't know. But why would you want that one that's toxic? It's not that serious, because you're going to attract the frequency that you're at. And then if you don't attract, they're going to be attracted to your frequency because it's higher. But then it's going to get lowered when you get with them. So the minute that you feel yourself lowering, you need to cut that off. Because either one, that man's going to say, man, she's not going to accept that. And he's going to raise his frequency to be with you. Or he's going to go find some other woman that's low vibrational. So all I'm saying, sis, is that I'm telling my sisters out there, you're crying out for this help, all this help, but you're not willing to elevate your frequency after the help arrives. You want us to fix the man. Fix yourself. We have to fix ourselves. The first step in getting a high vibrational king is to be high vibrational. You're going to attract what you are. And if you're not attracting what you are, then there's some inner work that needs to be done. Point blank, period. So figure out what that is. And then once you get that inner work done, then you are at the point where you can try to find an Ankhship. But this is just too much. It's too many phone calls of women that are, wanting to change when they're with themselves, and then they get with a man, and they lower that vibration, and then that vibration gets lower and lower, and then they start doing some manipulative, deceitful, conniving stuff that's outside of your whole personality. People don't even know who you are anymore. And then you get with that, you leave that guy, and you expect all those high vibrational friends or that circle that you had to really understand that. And all they're saying is get away from that toxic energy. So I just had to put it out there, because I'm it seems like I'm also, a lot of women are getting a lot of phone calls from friends who are like, ooh, sis, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Well, you didn't know what to do when you were calling and saying this person's doing this and this and this to you. But now you wake up because now the brother doesn't want to deal with you anymore. You lowered your vibration and you're wondering why he doesn't want to deal with you anymore. He was attracted to the high vibration. So we have to help them. I'm not saying that they can't help themselves. They need to help themselves too, but we got to help ourselves first. And that way we'll help our brothers. Hold them accountable by not accepting the bull and saying, hey, either, you got to raise it or I'm not the one for you. But see, we're so scared to lose them. We're so scared to lose them. So we lower that frequency and then we lose them anyway because toxicity loves toxicity, and then they was attracted to the light. So I don't have too much to say about it. Like I said, I've been sick. My throat is a little bit throat, so that's all I wanted to say. I just hope that you sisters, we as sisters, can see the goddesses that we are, the creators that we are. We gave birth to all of this, so we can say no. And once we start to put our foot down and make the changes and say, I'm not going to accept anybody that doesn't protect me. I am not going to accept anybody that's not going to respect me. I am not going to accept anybody that's not going to cherish me. Then once you say that, then they have no choice but to change. If they got 6 women to choose from, probably more than that, but say they got the little 6 around them. If all 6 of you say that, they got to change, or they're not even going to get the 1 out of the 6. So why would you? So let's just work on that. I just gotta say that. Stop calling these amazing brothers for help for a brother that don't even care about you. And then if he wants to get it together, he will. The brothers can't do nothing about that. Calling them all the time. Every time you decide that you have an epiphany that, wait a minute, I should be treated better. And then 2 weeks later, you're back in the same situation. So I just had to share that. I had to get that off my chest. And just, it's cognitive dissonance. That's what it is. It really is, that you cannot see what you're doing. So, because it's just cognitive dissonance. And that's my word for 2020, because there's so much of it out there. People really don't even see where they're at. So I love you guys. I hope that somebody gets encouraged by this. Somebody understands this. Somebody can reflect with this. I love you. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Fadila, cousin. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you as well. I love you guys, and you guys have a good evening. Peace, love, and abundance.